What's up, reprobates? Today's topic for today on the full-blown Yahuwah channel, the full-blown Yahuwah channel, I'm Abiyah and Yah's my father, is the subject of the rock and roll old lady, Sharon Osbourne. Now let's cut it, man. Let's cut all this stuff out because the gig is up. So, being that, you guys had a pact with the devil itself, y'all kind of had were living out a delusion, and the delusion was for you guys as a raw direction, and we know all that. I'm not gonna get into specifics of that, but Jesus Christ and the worship of Jehovah is devil worship in itself. But looking past the delusion, the woman is a known devil worshiper. It's known that her husband bites off bat heads on stage. Alright? I mean, I've been doing this since I was a little guy, a little fella. You understand what I'm saying? So what is the uproar and the all surprise and stuff like that? Y'all know the type of person that she was. I always kept this in mind. I never looked at the view like that. I have flipped by it. I've even seen it a couple of times when Darlene from the Roseanne show was up there, and things of that nature. And I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna use things of that nature. I mean, and that's what that was. So I flipped by and whatnot, and I noticed that she was up there. I noticed they had, what I'm saying, I've seen it. It's another show that's similar to it called The Talk. So it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, she's a known devil worshiper. You know what I'm saying? Because those white ladies, you know what I'm saying, they come from a era where they broke up the civil rights movement, and they told our women not to obey their husband, to be independent, and what's called the independent lady today, and that's what's going on and stuff like that. It's even bad now that our women and even our families are teaching our children, especially the boys, which is really killing us, not to even listen to their father. Even Hispanic, I'm not gonna get too much off the topic. Even Hispanic communities, I know a couple out here. The woman died of cancer not long when I got out here. They were Mexican people, Hispanics, Latinos, or whatever. Again, Latino is a culture, not a language or a race. But moving right along, her son literally lost his life because he was told not to obey the father by going to a street racing drag strip or whatever, and he was almost fatally, he was very seriously injured, and his friend passed away right beside him out there because a car drifted off the runway, and it broke him up pretty bad. He was a high school football student athlete. He did not get to finish his season, and he probably is still having a lot of trouble walking, and his friend, he got the really bad end of the stick because, and a couple other people were injured too, but he was like right near and under the car with his homeboy that got killed. So he was told by the father not to go, but said that even lingers into the Spanish community. But I'm not putting them as a minority because they play a part in white supremacy. But not to get off the subject, we know this woman has devil worshiping ties. We know who Ozzy Osbourne is. All right. So I mean, looking at, even though the sons of fallen angels and jackals are ravaging the land. You know what I'm saying? The sons of fallen angels and jackals. This is what Esau saw. I'll be just giving y'all a break a little bit, and I'll be having so much to say. In my prior videos, he didn't know if they were men or women. All he knew that they were white men. They appeared to be white men. So that's when whiteface first was placed. So this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about, This is what it is all about. But it doesn't surprise me that she said that they can't control themselves. I was telling a young lady here that act like she was trying to know about the truth and things of that nature. And she got angry with me when I said that they can't help it. Like I told her, no, they cannot help it. That's where blasphemy comes in. They cannot help it. They have a perpetual hate. They have a perpetual hate for the sons of Elohim. So it does not surprise me that the wife of a heavy metal star such as Ozzy Osbourne, who has been known to bite off bat heads and drink the blood of bats and all that nut ass stuff, it doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't surprise me at all that she said that she just couldn't help it, and that's something that she had in her. It kills me how even these niggaboo jigaboos and all races, especially the white people who are trying to, stay under wraps with their true urges and emotions and things of that nature, always saying that they need to be educated on racism. That is some bull. Excuse, I'm not even cursed. Today is Shabbat, but I am not, and this is not a Shabbat list. I'm just going through some things that are going on in the world today, and all this stuff is prophesized. But yeah, man, the woman been biting off bad heads for a long time. Um, I know she's a hardcore drug addict. Ozzy Osbourne was a known hardcore drug addict, heroin, the whole nine. So it does not surprise me that this British solid that has friends and black friends, and she invited people over to their home. So what? So what? That's how they guys over here, they invite us on to their home in a boat ride, and you know what I'm saying, and they promise people things and stuff like that. It's just so horrific how they did that. Then they want to say coming up, white people should try to say, and I used to be on that. I always been on that. I know I was chosen to be in the truth and worship the Most High Elohim in truth and in spirit. But they used to always say we did it to ourselves and stuff like that. And it's just all a part of a delusion. It's just all part of a delusion. It's just all part of the delusion. But I don't feel bad for her. I don't think she be. I didn't sit right with me being with her on TV. I don't know what was the point of her even being on a show like that. Like, what could she bring to a talk forum or what have you? Like, what can she bring to that? You know what I'm saying? That's nothing new what she done. I mean, so you saying Ozzy Osbourne isn't a racist? Y'all cut it out, man. Let's be real about this. Your time is up. I don't feel bad for the Chinese Oriental people. Now they trying to reach back. They said we was the one that was doing so much to them and stuff like that. I've been around them nasty people, man. My Scottish Negro relatives and stuff like that. I can't wait till my real family gets here to count. I can't wait till y'all his army returns. But anyway, they would when my son came here, he was told to disrespect me and things of that nature. But what really irked me about the situation, I spent a lot of money to make sure everybody was comfortable and had a good time that summer. Um, they were dragging me inside of Oriental restaurants, and we couldn't even get service, couldn't even get drinks, and they still want to go. I got a relative now, a younger relative. She's a girl, and she's still eating Wuhan. What's that? Well, I don't know what that is. You do know what it is. Talking about crabs and shit like that, man. This shit ain't nothing but filth. Y'all go in there, y'all eat they nasty ass abominable crabs. Y'all eat they shitty ass shrimp, excuse my language. Y'all eat they old ass rice. That shit got rat in it. Man, they be putting flies in the food on purpose, man. And y'all still run to these restaurants. They eat their nasty tea. They putting aquarium water in the black people tea pitchers and all that nut ass shit. Y'all run right in there. They serving y'all pigeon, turtle doves, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? In the place of chicken, which that stuff is edible, but it has to be regulated by the law to be able to serve pigeon, turtle dove. You can't just set traps on top of your roof and import from overseas stray dogs and things of that nature to serve to people, y'all, and they come in our neighborhoods with that shit. Y'all love them to death. But I ain't gonna get off the topic, man. But don't be surprised about the Osborne lady, the old British lady. Don't be surprised. Why are we surprised? Looking past the delusion, she's a known devil worshiper. The devil hates the sons of Elohim and their children, even the ones like Meghan Markle. I don't consider her as a part of me anyway. She's not a part of me, you know what I'm saying? She's not a part of me. But y'all are crazy, man. And you got another subject where that don't surprise me again. Kamala Harris, and many black people she had locked up, if I'm not mistaken, in the state of California. Neo-Nazi guys outside her house, and she's a sadist Negro bimbo if she let that man get a slap on the charge, a slap on the wrist charge for coming outside your the vice president's mansion or executive mansion or whatever it's called with that type of artillery. It's like Willie D. Live, so they could say he had a spat with his family, so he drove from Texarkana, Texas, right out here to from the stronghold of Edom, where I'm sitting right now, to talk about comic books. Esau's time is up. The sons of the fallen angels who appeared to my great generational grandfather Enoch as plain whiteface. Plain whiteface. He knew he's been around the angel before. He was highly favored and chosen. He was highly favored and chosen. They appeared as white men. I didn't know if they were men or women. The sons of fallen angels are ravaging the land. And jackals. They are the sons of fallen angels and jackals. I'm so sick of Edom and their slaves. I don't know who's worse, Edom or their slaves. Kamala Harris is a slave to Edom. Look how many black people she got incarcerated for no reason. It's one guy, man, he got a few million or a couple of 100,000 and stuff like that. He's going on with his life and things of that nature, but he just said it, and he's not crying out for help. But I'm going to touch bases on what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to go ahead of myself, but he's not crying out for help in a sense. It's just subliminally, that's what he's going through. But he just wants her to apologize and acknowledge him as a human being. She won't even do that. She won't even apologize to that, man. I got people that won't apologize to me, people that look just like me, that treated me with racial integrity and strengthened the hand of white supremacy. And I asked that guy, that hair-brained guy, called him from back home to ask him and just try to explain things to him, what's really going on. And of course he went all around and he never apologized. It was not meant for him to apologize. Young brother, if you ever hear this or if you ever figure it out subliminally through the Ruach or whatever, it wasn't meant for her to apologize. She may very well be a vessel of wrath. I know a lot of guys like that, man. That I know from the streets and stuff like that. They'll never apologize for things they done to me or other people because they was not meant to apologize. That's a part of making it back home, as I say, because I'm going to win the race. I'm going to win the race. I'm not perfect at all, but guess what? I'm going to be perfect. It's Mashiach life for me. That's it, man. And that's it. I know I got a lot of things to figure out just like everybody else, but those guys were not meant to repent. Some people will never apologize to you. And I'm talking to the children of Elohim right now. And anybody that's not a children of Elohim, but maybe be grafted in or their heart might be pricked towards the truth. Man, people don't apologize to you for things they've done and have every excuse to apologize or give you a nutty or a lame excuse or apology. If you feel like I did this, because that's not a genuine apology. Because first of all, apologizing, you got to repent too and not do it again to that person or anybody else. And that's just not in everybody. That may be a vessel of wrath. But getting into it, homeboy, if you ever found out about this within yourself, or as it might be a long shot, you might hear this, man, it may not very well be meant for Kamala Harris to apologize to you. She can help strengthen that. And I just found out, because I don't deal with politics like that. I tell the truth and try to spread the truth. And people tell me I'm a politician and things of that nature. It's whatever with me, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm young and a warrior still. I look very good for my age. I was born in the late 70s. Young and a warrior. That's what it is, full-blown Yahuwah. But, man, that person is probably not meant to apologize to you or even stop what they're doing, because that's a part of apologizing too. I can't be a master thief and apologize to people that I robbed and stole from and I still do it, or lie about doing it, or have every excuse to do it. But let me get up out of here, man. I'm about to eat me some good clean food, man. It's Shabbat. I am the full-blown Yahuwah. Abiyah is my father. Get at y'all reprobate later.